Korea plans a huge K-pop festival. A new Samsung phone breaks a big record. And today, the moon covers the sun in the sky. Let's begin today with 6 stories about what is happening right now in Korea and around the world. We have exciting news about a huge K-pop festival coming to Korea. We have a big record for a new Samsung phone. And we have a good news about Korean beauty products in Brazil. We have an amazing event in the sky over Europe. We have news about a giant ancient crocodile. And we have news from NASA about an old spacecraft that is still working. Let's get started. And our first story is about Korea planning a huge K-pop festival. Are you ready? Our vocabulary for this story will be festival. This is a noun. It's a big event with music, shows, and fun activities. For example, Phenomenon is a new K-pop festival. Together, this is an adverb. It means with each other as one group. For example, 4 big companies are working together for the first time. Let's begin. Korea has 4 big K-pop companies. Their names are HYBE, SM, JYP, and YG. These 4 companies are usually rivals. Rivals means competitors. It means they don't work together. But now, for the first time, they are working together. They are not rivals for now. They are planning a new festival, big music event. It's our vocabulary for today, called Phenomenon. It will happen in December 2027. It will run for 11 days. It will last for 11 days. The festival will take place in 2 cities, Seoul and Goyang. Organizers, people who plan the event, expect about 520,000 people to come. Around 200,000 of these visitors will come from other countries. People are calling it Korea's answer to Coachella. You know Coachella? After Seoul, organizers plan to bring the festival to other countries. The first stop will be Los Angeles in 2028. So the big questions. Do you listen to K-pop? If you have a chance, will you go to Phenomenon? I'm very curious. Maybe I will go. I'm not sure. Let's move to our second story about Samsung phones. Our first vocabulary is record. This is a noun. It means the best or biggest number ever. For example, the new phone broke Samsung's old record. Fold is a verb. It means to bend something in half. For example, you can fold this new phone in half. You can fold the paper in half. You can fold the bread in half, like this. Samsung has a new phone. It is called the Galaxy Z Fold 8. You can fold this phone in half, just like a book. Samsung also released 2 other new phones at the same time, Fold 8 Ultra and the Flip 8. In just 7 days, people in Korea ordered 1.44 million of these phones. This is the highest number ever for a Samsung Galaxy phone. It breaks the old record, which is the best number, from 2019, which sold 1.38 million. This new number is also much higher than other recent phones. It is higher than the Galaxy S26 and much higher than last year's Fold 7 and Flip 7. Many Koreans are excited about these new foldable phones. So, the big question, you of course have a smartphone. Do you have a folding phone? Are you interested in buying a folding phone? Let me know in the comments. All right, if you like this kind of content, please let me know. If you like and subscribe, then we can reach more people and help them learn English, just like we're doing now. So, let's continue with our next story. Now we're moving to Brazil and talking about Korean beauty products. Our first vocabulary is export. This is a verb. It means to sell products to another country. For example, Korea exports many beauty products to Brazil. The next is grow. This is a verb. It means to become bigger over time. For example, sales of K-beauty products grow very fast in Brazil. Korean beauty products are called K-beauty, Korean makeup and skincare. These products are becoming very popular in Brazil. Korea exports are far more K-beauty products to Brazil now than before. In just 5 years, exports, products sold to another country, to Brazil have grown more than 10 times bigger. Brazil is now the third biggest beauty market. It's a place where beauty products are sold in all of Latin America. President Lee recently visited Brazil. During his visit, he talked about making it easier for Korean beauty companies to sell products there in Brazil. Leaders from both countries want this trend or pattern of growth to continue. Our big question, what beauty products do you use? I use K-beauty products. What is your favorite skincare product? Did you know that K-beauty was popular in Latin America? Good questions. Let's move to our fourth story, where we'll move to science. The first vocabulary is eclipse. Eclipse. This is a noun. It's when the moon covers the sun in the sky. For example, people in Spain will see a total eclipse. The next one is rare. Rare. This is an adjective. It means not happening often. For example, this kind of eclipse is very rare in Europe. Today, something amazing is happening in the sky. It is called a solar eclipse. It's when the moon covers the sun. During this event, the moon moves in front of the sun and blocks the view. For a short time, the sky becomes dark even during the day. This eclipse is very rare. It is the first total eclipse over mainland Europe, which is the main part of Europe, not the islands, since 1999. That means people have waited almost 30 years to see this again. People in northern Spain, Iceland, and Greenland will have the best view. Many people are traveling to these places just to watch the sky go dark. The big question, have you seen an eclipse? Have you seen a total eclipse? What about a lunar eclipse, when the Earth blocks the moon? Let me know. Our next story is also about science. This one is about building a giant ancient crocodile. The first vocabulary is ancient, which is an adjective meaning very, very old, from a long time ago. For example, the terror croc is an ancient animal. Skeleton is a noun. It's all the bones of a body together. For example, scientists built a full skeleton of the terror croc. Let's read the story. A long time ago, dinosaurs lived on Earth. A giant crocodile, which is a large reptile that lives in the water, lived at the same time. Scientists call this ancient animal the terror croc. Its real name is Deinosuchus. This is a scientific name. This crocodile was huge. It was about the same size as a school bus. It was so big and strong that it sometimes ate dinosaurs. Scientists recently built the first full skeleton, which is all the bones put together, of this animal. The skeleton is 31 feet long. You can now see it on display, meaning you can see it where it's shown for people to look at, like a museum, in the U.S. state of Georgia. Our big questions. Do you like dinosaurs? Have you been to a dinosaur museum? What is your favorite dinosaur? Ooh, if you let me know in the comments below, then I'll tell you my favorite dinosaur next time. Now, let's talk about an old spacecraft that gets a little bit more time. The first vocabulary is spacecraft. This is a noun. It's a machine that travels in space. For example, Voyager 2 is a spacecraft launched almost 50 years ago. Engineer is a noun. It's a person who builds and fixes machines. For example, NASA engineers found a clever way to save power. Almost 50 years ago, NASA, the U.S. Space Agency, launched a spacecraft called Voyager 2. It has been traveling through space ever since. Voyager 2 is now farther from Earth than almost anything else ever built. Over the years, Voyager 2 has slowly lost power. Engineers, people who build and fix machines, worried it might soon stop working completely. But recently, NASA engineers found a clever trick to save power. Because of this trick, Voyager 2 can now keep working for at least one more year. Scientists are very happy that this old spacecraft can keep sending information back to Earth. Very exciting. Speaking of, do you like learning about space? Did you know about Voyager 2? Do you know what is on Voyager 2? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching News Made Simple today. I hope these 6 stories helped you learn something new about Korea and the world, and in English. Don't forget, you can find the full PDF newspaper of this episode in the comments below, with clean text and all the vocabulary words. If this video helped you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment and tell me your answers to the big Qs, the big questions. If you want more content, please check out our channel. We have a lot of videos. There's more News Made Simple, which is our beginner level. Digestible news, which is an intermediate level. and push yourself news, which is our more advanced level. Thank you again for watching. Please keep staying informed, work hard at learning English, but above all, stay curious. Bye for now.